it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am back with my first layout for How to Kill a Kit with Style for January using my Maggie Holmes kit. So I am also doing a challenge from the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group. We are on a month spending freeze, so Christina and Sarah are giving us some amazing challenges to use up our scraps. Figuring if we are busy in our scrapbook rooms, hopefully we're not shopping. So we are on day 4, and so far I'm doing good. So that's exciting. You know, got to take it one day at a time. So the other product focus for the month is 6x6 pads. So I have taken this piece of, it almost is kind of a gold, and then this lemon tree, and those are from a 6x6 pad. The other one is from a 6x8 pad, and the kind of corally color is from Flourish, from scrapbook.com's exclusive papers. So that was one that is kind of a scrap. So in order to kind of go off of the Frozen theme, so she said we could interpret it however we wanted. So we could either do the colors of like Anna or whatever. So we got 8 inches of snow New Year's Eve. So this is just some photos of outside our windows New Year's Day. So very Frozen. So I am doing not only some of the colors from the inspiration piece of Frozen, but I am taking it quite literal in my photos. Then I grabbed this Vicki Boutin iridescent glaze, which is beautiful. I am so sorry it is given a little bit of a glare. So I got a new setup from my friend Amber, and I'm hoping that the lighting looks better. It looks better to me. So please let me know what you think as far as the lighting and how it zoomed in, that type of thing, if you think it looks better or if it's too bright. I don't know if it's just because I put that iridescent glaze on it, but so I have to kind of figure out where I'm centered, but for now, this is my trial piece. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you have been around for a while, you know I have a paper addiction, and so the more pieces of paper I can get on a layout, the better. So here I am layering up these pictures, and I guess it is a little funny to use kind of some springy, lemony paper on a layout about snow, but I liked it. I like the colors, and that's kind of how I feel about scrapbooking. It really doesn't always have to make sense. It just has to be appealing to your eye, because you're the one that's going to be looking at it. Years down the road, my kids may open this up and say, was Mom drinking wine that night because the lemons don't grow when it snows? Who knows? Who knows what they'll think, but by that point, I don't think I'll care. So either that I won't remember and maybe say, yeah, I maybe had a glass of wine, or I think there were some lemon trees underneath that snow. Who knows? In my Alzheimer's age, what will become of me and how I interpret my scrapbooks. So that's a total tangent. Moving back. So I do really, really love the lemon tree. And on the chipboard sheet, there is this lemon tree. And I think it's so cute. That's not a lemon tree that has snow all over it, but I love it. And then I grabbed this Cherish This Day from my kit and it has like just a mint colored piece of paper in, and so I grabbed a little circle piece that says Home Sweet Home on it, just as kind of like a tab to pull it out if I choose to do any journaling on it. And then because it's kind of a picture of outside our windows, I felt like the house has really worked good of like this is what our neighborhood looked like on the first day of 2019. So I pulled this puffy sticker house, I pulled the tiny puffy sticker house, and I pulled the houses from the sticker sheet. I did pull the chipboard house, but it was like dark blue, and so I nixed that pretty quick and traded that out for that cute lemon tree. So I did grab a label and a foam banner as well. And how I tend to do it is if I think that I might want to use it, especially if it's stickers, I will throw it on a piece of wax paper, and then I can cut them apart and kind of decide if I'm going to use them at that point. Now I was thinking maybe I wanted to back my photos with some more pattern paper, but crazy enough, I was feeling like it was a little busy. And so I grabbed this tissue paper that has some silver flecks in it, and it kind of reminded me of snow and how the snow kind of sparkles. So that's what I ultimately decide to back my photos with. So I do commit to them and put them down, and when I am putting them down, I am trying to cover the little hole in the branding strip on the 6x6 paper because I don't really want to see it. So I kind of have everything where I pretty much like it, and so now I'm going to start committing. So in order to cover that hole on the bottom, I am going to use that label. And that puffy banner says the beauty of you, which, let's be honest, the snow is beautiful. So I can decide if I'm going to put it there in the middle. I feel like it's getting a little busy, and the upper left-hand corner is a little sparse, especially because it's not a pattern paper, it's kind of a solid. So it will end up at the top picture in the top left-hand corner. So I'm just going to add a couple of these puffy houses, and I realize that they, I don't know, don't have any stick to them anymore or something. So I'm just going to take my Scotch quick dry adhesive in my fine line bottle and shove them in there and hold them down with my thumb. And then I attempt to put the needle back in my fine line bottle one-handed and realize I'm not that talented. So I definitely need two hands to put that little needle back in. And then I've got these two cute houses, and I kind of like them, and I think they should make it on the layout, so they do. So they go up at the top of the bottom picture in kind of that open space, and then I commit to the banner, and now I decide I have this tiny little piece of tissue paper that I cut off left, and I just fan fold it. And I am going to shove it in two of the corners, one in the top right hand corner and one in the bottom right hand corner, and I just think that's super cute. So I think I will be doing that on another layout soon. So I just kind of shove them in there, and then I'm going to take my fine line bottle and just squeeze a little bit of glue down there and smush it down, and that seems to work really good, as long as you don't accidentally pull it out because you got glue on your fingers, which happens. And so I'm looking at it and I really like it, and I'm getting ready to show it to you, and I'm like, no, I feel like it needs to be grounded. So I grab this piece of black cardstock and I decide, yep, that's what I want to do. I want it to be on two sides. And so I am going to cut down my layout on two sides. And then for some reason, I don't know, because it's not like I don't have enough paper, but I'm like, I need to save some of this black paper. So um, I get my scissors and I cut it. I don't know. Like, that was not necessary. Um, but you can do it if you need to. So hopefully I can get that black paper used up at some point, because that just seems silly to me that I gutted that. But so here I am, and now that I've gutted it, I don't really know where it needs to stick down, and it's not falling correctly, and I stick it down and I'm still over on one side. So I am just going to take it to my trimmer and trim off that little piece that I went over, because that's really all I can do. But when all is said and done, I am in love with this layout, and I'm super excited because this will be the first page of my 2019 album, which still have to put away all of 18, so this one will probably sit on a shelf for a while. So here's a close-up. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and remember to wear your crown. Bye!